Okay, Google, stop. Hello, Brian. Brian, did I let you in?
Yeah, there we go. Hello.
Hey, how are you?
I'm fine. How about you?
I'm doing well, thanks.
Nice background.
Thanks. You ever been up there?
What is it exactly?
It's Watson Mill Bridge,
Oh, no, I've never been up there.
somewhere outside of Athens, I think.
Hmm. I've been around there, but not there exactly.
Yeah. Okay. How's your week been? Weekend.
Busy as ever.
You gonna land Miss Schrader? Is that her name?
I'm waiting for her to complete the application. In fact,
Well, she used to be.
I have a.
Go
Huh?
ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I said I'm waiting for her to send back her completed application. So.
Good deal. Hi, Catherine.
Good evening.
Again, nice dude.
Thank you.
The second week.
Still attached. You know, it's funny. Not that I've seen a lot of people since I had it cut, but you're one of just a few people who have even noticed. My mother didn't even notice on Mother's Day.
Aww.
My dad did, but not my mom.
Well, kudos for your dad.
He's looking at me going, he's like, I can see the Zoom call, and he's going, "Did you get your hair cut?" And I was like, "Yes, Dad."
Hey, Bill.
Hey, your mother was
I'll tell you.
in presents.
It's a Mill Bridge.
Very cool. You want to get in the picture frame?
He's in.
Oh.
He's in. Unless you want to narrow the scope.
No. Hard to do with this camera.
I'll tell you a cute story. Thea and I got married before I ever met her parents. They lived in New Jersey and we were in Georgia. And so we go to the airport to pick them up for the first time. And I said, "So what am I looking for?" She says, "Well, you're looking for this short Scottish guy with dark brown hair." I said, "Okay." They come off the plane. They start hugging and stuff. And I'm sitting here looking at it and saying, this guy does not have a dark hair on his head. It was all white. And she still saw her dad as he was growing up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I would swear my grandmother saw me still as, a 9-year-old sometimes. She just, that was, I think we do that. We kind of have that. I tell people now, especially now that my dad's all gray-headed, I tell people he looks a lot like Richard Dreyfuss at the end of Mr. Holland's Opus, but he acts like Steve Martin.
Well, she was accurate. Thea's dad was only like 5'2".
Yeah.
Same height as her, and but it was just a pure white hair. We got home and I said, your dad is not a brunette.
She's like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Thought just went right in and right out of my. Oh, I was gonna ask, how's Thea doing?
Thea's doing fine. We'll get we might be able to get her to go to the next meeting.
Ooh.
We
Okay.
certainly get her to go to outside places.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. So yeah. In fact, she's going to Kroger right now.
All right.
So who's going to do the
So
thing from?
I still have the hotspot.
Okay.
So I either need to get it to you or to Pete before Sunday.
All right. I'm going to donate a TV and a computer, and we'll try this webcam and see if it works, and then decide what to do about that. But just so that we have stuff there that we can use.
Yeah.
The webcam works, that'd be really nice. If not, we just get a regular one. But
Yeah.
the computer, we can leave the computer there and the monitor. It's a bigger product. It's big. It's like a 40-inch TV, 42-inch TV.
Okay.
So that'd be better than your laptop for seeing people.
Absolutely.
I donate a bigger one, but I'm kind of selfish. So
Well, I get that. So do you have time maybe Saturday morning? We could meet up over there. I don't have keys yet. Pete's the only one with keys.
yeah, so we can make Saturday work.
Do you want to put anything in right now, since there's all that Boy Scout stuff in there? If they see something in there and clean it up, they just may toss it out. And hate for them to throw away the TV.
Well,
We could put something on the back of it that says property of the
do
Lions.
not steal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this belongs to the Lions Club. Please don't take it. That's all we got.
It's no big deal if we lose it. I mean, it's surplus anyway. But then a computer surplus, I've replaced it. But it should work for this.
Okay.
We're fine.
As long as it's got a Wi-Fi card and it can pick up, or we have a port to plug it into, either way.
Yeah, it has a Wi-Fi card.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Perfect.
we ought to be good to go.
That sounds amazing.
Mhm.
I heard something on that Ricky Gervais said yesterday, and I thought I'd pass this along. I thought it was pretty funny. He said, I'll have this, just make sure I get the wording right here. He said, death is like stupidity. It's only painful for others, not for you.
Mm.
I guess he's short one gig this year since NBC decided not to televise the Golden Globe Awards.
Yeah, you can't believe they'd even have him back. It's they Golden Globes. I don't know how much of that they deserve, but man,
Mm.
it's everybody's being called under.
Yep. Yep.
Mhm.
But anyway, did everybody get the OneNote link?
I did. I hadn't had a chance to open
Yeah.
it.
Okay, did that one open, Brian?
Let me, I believe it did. Let me double check. Just, make sure.
I'm going to try to open mine. So,
I've got another helper for our calls. Bill Garrett's going to help.
yay!
Hey,
I sent him 50 businesses last night to call. So
awesome.
I guess I need to call Brian. I sent him an email. I hadn't heard back from him yet, but I'll call him and we'll get started. I guess we need to have a little, what would you call it? Orientation with whoever's going to do it, just so everybody understands where to look up for sponsorships and stuff like that.
Sure.
But yeah, Saturday, what time are you thinking?
It would have to be probably like 10.
Okay.
We've got to be somewhere at 2. So, and I don't think it would take more than 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Tom, I got into my, I'm going to try this one more time because it's saying I don't have,
Rights?
yeah, I don't have access, it says.
Okay. Well, I'll work
I'm
on
going
it.
to send you the request for access.
Oh, you got a request. Oh, I guess that's a good for me to know how people have tried to open it.
So just so you know, that was sent your way, I guess.
All right, it's asking me to sign in for some reason. I don't have a sign in.
Okay.
It's looking for your Microsoft login.
Okay.
Because it's a Microsoft product, so.
Gotcha. Okay.
I got Maria paid. Thank you.
Yes. She was,
Where am I?
okay.
So it's like somebody has an oxygen machine running.
That's quiet on our home front.
There we go.
Do we know if Pete's coming?
You know, normally I've been trying to call Pete 15 minutes ahead of time to make sure he can get on. I didn't do that today. Let's see. All right, Catherine, you have your request has been approved.
Thank you.
And so, Brian, you're saying it's not giving you a chance to get the request that?
Correct.
I'll do some research on that and find out.
Okay.
Maybe you have to. You don't have any Microsoft products at all.
I do, but I don't remember the password.
Just looking for your email address.
I'll figure it out.
All right.
Okay, I'm in, Tom. Thank you.
Sure. I thought I'd sent it 2 weeks ago, guys. 3 weeks ago. I'm sorry. Back looked at it, realized I had not.
Okay. Resources?
Resources is all that stuff, that plan I downloaded from the web.
Yeah.
Then you can see businesses and stuff. That's what Brian O and Bill Garrett and I will be working on.
Okay.
And then the other stuff, some of it will probably need to clean up, make sure it's in there, but the agenda for tonight's in there, should be.
There we go.
So we're almost cooking with gas.
Almost. We're good.
One thing we forgot to do is to talk about how we wanted to divide manpower or responsibilities. What do you think would be right? Bill, since you made the suggestion, maybe we should chime in here. By the way, I thought it was a great suggestion.
Well, I guess as far as operations, now I work with the golf course as far as the menus, timing, setup, and work with them on as far as getting in the hole signs to put out. We have a banner again that we're gonna put up outside. I still got those metal stakes if we need them.
Yep. We're gonna have that. We'll do something like that again.
I'll work on, as far as the logistical aspect of the conference of the golf tournaments.
Catherine, you want to manage him or you want me to manage him?
It might go better if you do it.
All right, I take Bill. Okay.
I'll sign in golfers again.
Okay, well, that's great.
I did that well.
What I admit when I was asking was, Catherine and I talked, or Bill brought up that Catherine and I should divide our responsibilities. We're going to be co-chairs.
Yeah.
So that's what I was trying to get to.
Oh, okay.
But thank you for doing that, Brian. We've got you down.
Brian's also in charge of acquiring the chair,
Honorary chairman.
honorary chair.
Ric Flair?
That's Brian's task as well, isn't it?
I haven't had luck thus far, but I'm gonna keep trying.
Well, to that end, if I found I finally found his webpage where you can contact him directly about events and bookings and requests. But I didn't do anything until, because I know you were trying to work a friend angle.
Gotcha.
But like I said, if you feel that's still viable, then we need to get it done. Otherwise, I think I'm just going to go knock on the door.
Go ahead and knock on the door.
Okie dokie.
All right.
And hope Somebody in case he says no.
Hmm?
Well, if Rick says no, then we go back to Patsy.
Yeah, and Ryan, was that his name? The gentleman from Gwinnett Chat?
Yeah.
Mhm.
He went to he posted on Facebook that he was at an event with her where she spoke. Last week, so he may have a connection with her. Like I said, I've got, like I said, if she remembers me from the food distribution, I can reach out to her.
I'm sure she does.
But
You're a very memorable person.
not boring. I'll at least I've got that one for me. Bill's more memorable than I am. Everybody remembers him. But
Quiet, strong type.
The big redheaded guy.
but yeah, like I said, I think that's probably our next best. Because I keep trying to think of somebody, and nobody is coming to mind, unfortunately.
I think Patsy would be good. And if we can't get Rick.
Okay.
But now, bear with me a second. Let's go back to the division
Sure.
here. Sure we get it
Sure.
right. Under Tom, we'll put Bill Gibbs, and we'll do the solicitation of businesses. I guess we call that sponsorships. Okay.
Yeah, like I said, just
Yeah.
sponsorship acquisition or sponsorship. I don't know.
Sales, whatever we want to call
Yeah,
it.
whatever you want to call it.
Business development.
Oh, another suggestion. What I might do, and all I got to do is make a phone call to a friend. Is ask see if we can get former Congressman Rob Woodall.
Maybe he would be co-chair with Patsy.
Don't know.
I'm kidding.
If I thought he played golf, I could ask former Speaker of the House, or Georgia Speaker of the House, David Schaefer. I have connections to him, but I don't think he plays.
Well, right now he's a tad busy at the moment.
I get that.
I guess I'm not reading the paper.
He may be much less busy in a couple of weeks. It just depends on how the cards fall in a couple of weeks.
Okay, you know something I don't, and I live across the street from his mama.
David Schaefer is currently the chair of the Georgia Republican Party, and he's running for re-election at their state convention in a couple of weeks.
Okay.
He has opposition, and he may not be reelected. And one of two things may happen at that point. He'll either go off into the sunset, or he may run for the now vacant lieutenant governor position.
Yeah, see, well, what's his name's not running again.
Jeff Duncan. He's not running again. Oh, yeah. But David Schaefer and I are buddies.
We've lived across the street from his mom for 20-something years.
Wow.
So yeah, we love Sarah. So yeah, like I said.
Oh, if you told him that I was involved, he'd probably jump in the chat.
All right. So do we want to put him into the second slot behind Ric Flair, or do we want to get Patsy and then Dave?
I don't know. Like I said, I don't know that David plays. There again.
Right.
How would we promote David? What is his position?
Well, he was a former state senator. That's a.
Yeah, I guess the way things are now, if you say he's Republican, would that turn off half the crowd?
Mm.
So you can say Patsy's just the
county district attorney.
That's what you don't. It's not political.
Yeah.
If you get David as Republican Party chair, that's political.
And if by the time October, and if he makes a run by October, that becomes,
Yeah.
I think, an issue.
Right.
Then he's he's running for office.
Right.
I think certainly we should go after Patsy first.
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
I think so.
So, Brian, you're going to go after Catherine's going after Rick.
I'm gonna try. See what I get.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, I'll make that. I'll send that email tomorrow.
Okay. And
I'm sorry, going back to Manpower Division, I've got the website covered. I can deal with the registrants as far as the golfers.
Okay.
If you can help me, as you did last year, getting word out to the public safety officers, you've got those names.
I was going to send the same thing I did last year. I was worried this time about sending it. We sent it a little bit early last time, I think.
Yeah, I think if we get it out, like I said, maybe no later than sometime in June, I think will be good.
Okay. 2 weeks.
We need to. I've changed the. We'll have to give them a new discount code.
Okay.
I can get that to you.
All right.
I'll check with Kestra to see who's the post commander at Gwinnett.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't get any state troopers last year, did we?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
Is that what you were, Bill? Is that what you were referring to?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So yeah, I can handle that piece of it. Of course, I've got the accounting side of it. Brian and I have got social media.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'm trying. Listen, working with the printers. Getting all the collateral, the printed materials, all that.
Yeah, you already got that done, right?
Well, yes and no.
We'd like to put I keep forgetting the chair, honorary chair on there.
Yeah, I kind of want to. Yeah, before we go too far, I'd like to be able to promote that.
Sure.
I don't know where I'd put it on the flyer, but I can figure it out. But if nothing else, I want to put it on the website. If the flyer draws people to the website, then they see that to me, that would be a draw.
Right.
As far as that goes, but like I said, we can talk specifics after we get this piece done. I'm trying to think what else we need to divide up.
I think that's pretty much it.
Okay.
There's certainly lots of other things we could do, but we're not doing. So
yeah, I think
the photography piece.
We got that.
We think we got it.
Okay. Yeah, Brian said it went to you.
Well, I reached out and my niece is off. I asked her point blank, would you be interested? And she said, as long as she's going back to school in the fall, she said, as long as it doesn't conflict with school, she's in. And, Bill had a great idea, which is why I reached out to her, that I'd like to put her and give her the specific task of your job is to be at that hole and take pictures of the foursomes, before they play the hole.
Right.
Because I don't think Andrew did that at all. I've not seen those photos, and I've not, I just don't know what we have or what we don't have.
Yeah, see, I had done some of them the year before, but that was at the par 3 for the truck. So I did some videos and a few pictures.
Yeah.
But yeah, that might be whoever, if we need to double up on manpower, double task, getting somebody to take pictures at the par 3 who is a monitor. Thing.
Well, I'd like to really have some nice foursome shots. One, because we have everybody's email. We have a way to link up the pictures as long as, we know if we start at the tournament, we know who's at that hole at the beginning and we know how it played. So we can send those photos after the tournament. She can tell them, hey, we're going to email you a picture.
Yeah, it would have been,
give to them.
It would have been so nice if we could have put together a little online booklet of collage of pictures and video.
Well, I found my video that I took. It's about 30 seconds long of two of the firemen who I had them answer the question, how do you feel like today went? And they were both, of course, very positive. And I want to put that into something, but I want Andrew's piece as well, because I need more than 30 seconds of film.
Yeah.
So I want to get that done to be able to send out, even if it's a follow-up to your initial, hey, this is what, here's an idea of what went on last year. But of the pictures that I received, half of them are of the silent auction items that I can't even use.
Yeah, I think I took some pictures of you awarding people. I don't know if I sent those to you, but
there are some already on the website. So, like I said, things like that I'd like to be able to mount on the website, and put on Facebook. Here's a little video about, our 20 tournament, so I just need those pieces. And, Andrew swears he's got the link I sent him, and that, he's been working like crazy. And as soon as he can find a minute, he's going to send me everything he has.
In the meantime, what we could do is pull pictures from the year before, see if we've got some that we can use. And I've got some videos too of them swinging at the par 3. I'll go through those and send you some of those, and we'll see if we can make something out of that. Because they don't really care. It's still a tournament, just a different year.
Yeah. So
that'll work.
Yeah, trying to get something like that done. But my niece, like I said, my niece is willing to do it. And then I told her what we would do is just basically do it in kind of like we did Andrew. We'll give her a whole sponsor spot, and she can take care of that if once she finishes. Like I said, I don't think she'd have a problem doing the awards ceremony.
Good deal.
So I think that's really the two biggest things I want. Like I said, I'd love to have her, if she can get there early enough. I'd like to get Rocky covered. I'd like to get that on video.
Right. Yeah, I was going to say, we want somebody to video him, at least part of it.
Yeah. So, like I said, we've got to figure that out, but
okay.
But that piece is coming together. I feel really good about that.
Good deal.
I have a potential second option.
Oh, awesome. Well, maybe tag team it.
Second option here. Does the name Kevin Butler ring a bell?
No.
Georgia kicker?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And he won the Super Bowl with the Chicago Bears back in the 80s.
Yeah, good option.
He lives in Duluth. His website lists, he has two causes on his website. One is the Lighthouse Foundation.
Oh, cool.
And on his website, there's an email address and a phone number to talk to his people. I can send that over.
I like it.
We want yeah. You want to go to Ric Flair first?
Right.
Well, certainly I know who Ric Flair is. I didn't know who Kevin Butler was, but who's going to be more known?
Ric Flair would be obviously a bigger draw, but Kevin Butler would be a bigger draw than, say, yeah.
Okay.
Or if we get Rick, and let's say for whatever reason he can't play, or doesn't wish to play, but he's willing to kind of do what David Still did, come be part of the opening ceremony, and then he's out.
And if I remember correctly, Kevin plays, I believe. He's a football player. A lot of them play golf.
Yeah. I still think, like
he talks about it. He talks about his game sometimes.
Yeah. But if,
on the
like I
radio.
said, I will, yeah, I still say let's try for Ric Flair because it's a much bigger name. But like I said, some of it's going to depend on too, how much he's willing to do, you know, because he gets paid for making appearances or, you know, signing autographs and stuff like that. If he's willing to donate his time, you know, that's one thing, you know, happy to have him.
Right.
But I also don't want him feeling like he's having to sit around for 3 hours while everybody's playing golf if he doesn't play, you know. So there's that. So thank you, Brian.
You're welcome.
So yeah, I think that's a great idea though. What about Najee Harris? You're all buddy with him. See what he's doing.
I'm playing football.
Yeah, by October he would be. Dang it. No, we were watching the draft, and he starts talking about, yeah, he's a pretty cool guy. And I'm like, when did you meet Najee Harris? What the heck? So
Yeah.
Yeah, tell us, Bill.
Oh, his freshman year was the first college football game in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
Oh, wow. So you spent some time with it?
Oh, I mean, just, you know, around him. And just, he's from the Bay Area, which is, got that going for me.
the Dalai Lama.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Bill, it's like I said, Bill Garrett has his list he's starting on. I'm going to get with Brian, start hours. Top Golf.
Have not reached out to them yet. We probably need to do that.
Yeah, you said they opened last Friday, right?
They did. Well, I think, yeah, either last Friday or the Friday before.
It was the Friday before.
So I need to follow up with that. We're going to be up by the mall on Thursday. Maybe we can swing by there. So put that on my follow-up list for sure.
Right.
I think I mentioned it to Brian, but I'll bring you up to speed. We are AT&T FirstNet, as you recall, gave us a $500 sponsorship at the end after the golf tournament was over.
Right.
I have been in touch with Matt, who was the gentleman who so graciously, after I browbeat him to death, gave me $500.
Right.
And so followed back up with him saying, hey, you know, we're just getting ramped up this year. Here's a link to the website. There's a couple of different sponsorships at that $500 level. You know, let me know if one appeals to you. So we've been kind of chatting back and forth, and two really good things came out of it. We're going to make him our trophy sponsor, and I've already taken that off the website. It's marked sold.
All right.
And he came back and said that he wanted to play.
Cool.
So as I told him that, you know, as I was kind of pitching you know, we can do that sponsorship right at 500, which would be great. Give you guys some exposure at the end of the day. And then I said, if it's in your budget and you want to up the ante a little bit, you know, take a look at some of the other sponsorship opportunities we have. If something strikes your fancy, you know, we can, you know, move up to that. I said, or if you want to play, I can offer you a price break, you know, make it more of a package with your $500. You just pay for the golfers. And he wants to play. Hasn't told me how many spots he wants yet, but he said he really wants to come check out what we're doing and see what it's all about. And so that made me very happy that he wasn't just, here's $500, please go away, leave me alone. You know, I want nothing to do with y'all. So very excited about that.
Now, your conversation was before the news from yesterday, right?
Yeah. What happened yesterday?
AT&T is spinning off their media services and combining them with Discovery. I don't know if it'll have anything to do with operation.
Because FirstNet is the communications network for fire and police.
Right.
So it's not part of the Warner deal. I did see that, by the way, but no, it wouldn't affect FirstNet.
Yeah.
Yeah, as far as the Mizuno and Norcross, I wonder if they do anything with golf.
I'll call them.
Golf clubs.
No, I mean, I don't know if
that office
does golf or if it.
That'd be a good, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll call
Add Mizuno to the list.
them. In Norcross?
Yeah, they're
Okay.
on Peachtree Industrial.
I don't know if they're a manufacturer something there.
Yeah. Well, last year, since I was the one doing it, I just made a list of businesses from Decula all the way through that manufacturing zone in Lawrenceville.
Sure.
This
Yeah.
year, I've added a bunch more. In fact, Bill Garrett got a bunch of things in Norcross and Duluth yesterday.
Awesome.
We're using it to expand it this year. So.
That's awesome. Cool. But yeah, Mizuno would be a good one, like I said, and that's where the gentleman that gave us the device that we raffled off, I can't think of the name of the company now, but Thad, where I have his business card, I've got it here somewhere. But we need to make, and he's on the list of sponsors, so he should already be on the list of folks to reach out to again.
Okay.
He wanted to set up on the longest drive contest and actually show how that machine worked. He wanted to show it off, but his boss didn't want to pay the money. So we just need to figure out a way to get him and his golf toy out there on that course.
All right. Sounds good. I was just adding Mizuno to
Okay.
the list here.
But I got that taken care of. Oh, we were talking about printing a minute ago. I sent an email into last week to Rosalie over to Golem and Golem, who we used last year. That Pete knows the lady that owns it.
Right.
Copied Pete on it and said, "Hey, I need a quote. We're not going to do nearly as many, this year, but this is what we need. Can you give me a price?" Haven't heard from her. I did go ahead and just to have something to compare it to, I went back to the printing company that did all of our printing for the food box giveaway, because they had amazing prices. And we can get all, what I was going to get was 500 of the 4x6 postcards.
Okay.
Those we can get for, at 500, we can get them for like $85. If we want 1,000, it's only $92.
When are these ready?
I have to order them. But I've been waiting on pricing from Golem and Golem because
Okay.
Pete's adamant that she's just going to do it for us. And I said, Pete, she didn't just do them for them last year because we used some really nice papers in full color. And I said, it wasn't a flyer, off your printer. I said, I don't mind paying for the promotional stuff because she ended up doing all the whole sponsor stuff for free. She did not charge us for that. So if she's our go-to for that piece of it, I'm just as happy placing an order tomorrow with you printing. And that stuff will be here in less than a week. But we can get, I don't think we need to have 500 of the flyers. I'm thinking even if we get 100.
Right.
We can get that for $39. Full color, ready to go.
Yeah.
How many did we put up last year?
I don't think we put up as many. We ordered way too many. I think I ordered like 300 or 400 of the posters and then another couple of hundred of the flyers. I mean, I went crazy thinking these were going to be plastered everywhere.
If we had some of those postcards, I could take them to the golf tournament.
Yeah. So if nothing else, I may just go ahead and get some postcards so we have something to play with. Like I said, I felt Snellville had their little trifold homemade flyer sitting on the tables at District. And I'm like, God, I wish I had postcards. So I'd like to go ahead and get them ordered. I don't want to, go around Pete, but at the same time, I feel like we're burning a little daylight and we got to get some stuff in.
Well, to your thing about we'll have another district meeting before October,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
a couple months beforehand, right? So,
Well, I thought was it the Harold Walker, I think his name
Yeah.
was, from Snellville. He said they
Yeah.
only had 40 participants last year at their tournament, and they still made $7,000. I'm like, what are you doing?
Right.
I want to know. I may go sneak and go help them
Well,
volunteer.
The way I understand it, you increase prices and you get more sponsorships and you get more things going on.
Well,
Mhm.
according to his
Their
price
prices.
list,
Lord.
sponsorship with 4 players and a sign, which like a whole sponsorship, was $550. So that's right in line with what we're charging.
Right.
You know, paid players 100. What he does is he ups after a certain date, he ups the prices. So
Okay.
to try to encourage early bird registration.
Uh-huh.
And I did jack up the prices this year to include breakfast. So even if we don't get a breakfast sponsor, breakfast will be covered.
There you go. Okay.
So, anyway, like I said, I would like to go ahead and get some ordered, unless anybody has a huge objection, because I
don't
have a
have an
feeling
objection.
Golem and Golem's going to come back higher than what you printing can do it for.
I don't have an objection.
Then, okay.
Because I feel like the since we're going to do a smaller postcard, those are I think businesses will be more receptive to having them on their counter because they don't take up as much space as the big ones.
Right.
So I'm almost thinking, since it's less than a $10 difference, go ahead and get 1,000 of them, and then that way at least
I
we can
agree.
get them out there.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, I will order them in the morning.
All right.
I'll be a busy girl in the morning.
Are we missing anything?
Trying to think, golf related.
Next meeting date on the
Oh,
16th of June.
one more thing.
Okay.
They were talking about this during the district meeting. This kind of came up, talking about that. Somebody was talking about they were going to go play in the tournament because the prize for the losers was pretty awesome. That apparently, whatever tournament it was, I don't know if it was Snellville's, but apparently
Toccoa's.
it's Toccoa's. They give a prize to the loser.
Worst thing.
The people, the team that comes in last, they get some sort of prize. I don't know what it is.
Great idea. You have a big prize for the winner and you have a big prize for the loser.
Right.
I love that idea. I also want to, in addition to the mulligans, I'd also love to do add a game, do like a red tee. And I noticed Snellville does one for them too. Their mulligan package, it's a $20 ticket. They get a blind putting contest entry, 2 mulligans, a red tee, and a gift and a raffle ticket. We could probably play with that a little bit, but I don't, like I said, part of me is kind of like, they were doing that for 20.
Okay.
But I'm sitting here thinking, we had such good sales with the mulligans last year. I don't really want to screw with that because they were handing over money left and right.
Marcine did a great job.
Yes.
And but to have that, and then we're going to be selling the raffle tickets. So I don't know if we want to try to put together some sort of package, like pre-tournament, of raffle tickets. So many raffle tickets, so many mulligans, and a couple of red tees as a pre-tournament special.
Mm.
And then just say, if you come game day, if you want mulligans, they're going to be, 3 for $10 or 3 for $20 or whatever we're going to set the price at. So
Right.
Make the package a little bit different than game day.
Yeah. Well, I said game day you have to buy it all, but
but
you have to buy it all separately, and it's going to cost you more if you wait till game day.
Yeah.
So just a thought. Just a thought. So I'll put that on my to-do list of stuff to think through.
Okay. Out of curiosity, how much cash did we bring in last year?
Cash?
Cash.
We did, well, a lot of the mulligans were credit card.
Okay, that's what I'm getting at.
Okay. We
Was it-
sold over $600 in mulligans.
Right.
The silent auction brought in 1,200, 1,100. And then the only other cash aside from the registrations and all, that came from Rocky's company.
Yeah.
They handed us a check for $1,200.
Okay. But I was just trying to get a feel for, was there much cash used?
Physical cash,
Yeah.
there was some.
Not much of it.
No, not comparatively.
Square is my vital piece now.
Yeah.
You're looking at him.
I know.
because of the
I
camera.
moved. Sorry, I slid this over so I could look up the agenda. Sorry.
That's okay. I got two screens too, and I do that again.
Where are you? Where are you? Physical cash. I want to say at the end of the day, I want to say we had at least $400 in
Okay.
cash.
That's about what we took in the year before, but what I was running into the year before was a lot of people saying, "Well, I just didn't bring any cash," you know.
Yeah, but since we were able and set up to be able to do Stripe,
Yeah, that's
then
fine.
they were buying.
Yeah,
That didn't bother them because that was literally just physically cash. That didn't count all the other sales.
right.
So
Good deal. All right. What else are we forgetting? Brian, think of anything?
No.
All right. Did Taryn say that she wanted to help us with something on this?
Not to my knowledge.
I was thinking Catherine talked to her. You didn't talk to her, Catherine? Okay. And why?
I did think of some. Go ahead. Sorry. I'm
No,
just
go ahead.
I need if you can reach out. Bill's probably going to hate me because I'm asking him to try to help me remember. We were at Academy Sports a couple of weekends ago.
Oh, jeez. Remember that guy's name?
Jeez. And
I barely remember we went there.
One of the things I was telling Bill, of course, right now everybody's got their grills and their smokers and there's all, the big thing I guess right now are these, they look like literally like tall boxes that are electric smokers and all these, gadgets and this and that.
Looks like a tall safe.
Yeah, it looks like a small gun safe, but with racks.
Okay.
And they run, they can run anywhere from $200 to ridiculous. But I stopped and asked one of the managers on our way out. I said, "Do you guys, does Academy ever work with nonprofits, to help cover raffle items or, just anything like that?" And he goes, "Oh yeah, we got a guy in the Kennesaw store that's his job. He's with like, something relations. It was like community relations or something like that."
Okay.
If you have a few minutes, can you recall that store? And
Absolutely.
I can't. I want to say
It was Academy Sports.
it was Academy Sports, but it was funny because both the managers were like, "Is it like?" They named two names that began with a C, and they go, "I think he answers to both because nobody can remember his name."
Okay, we'll reach out to him.
But yeah, I think that would. What do you want?
I can always call. Which Academy Sports store were you at?
We were at Buford.
Okay, so I can always call them and ask them what his name is, right?
Yeah. Or who do we talk to about,
Yeah,
a donation? And I've got contacts that do a lot of work with Handy Ace Hardware. So they buy a lot of Yeti, those nice big Yeti coolers
Right.
that are not cheap.
Right.
So I'm gonna see if I can either get one for wholesale or see if I can get Handy Ace Hardware to donate one as a raffle item.
Handy Ace, is that which ones are those?
They own there's several under that name here in town. I know there's one in
They
Decatur. I think there may be one in Decatur.
Because last year I spun my wheels trying to work through the guy in Decula, and then realized, yeah, I needed to be talking to somebody at the big store. And I was thinking it was Winder, but it's in Lawrenceville somewhere, right? Or
I'm not sure, but I have a client that does business with them. And what they buy from them is Yeti coolers. They buy a ton of them. And so I'm hoping I can either get one at their price or at least find out how much that would be, or see if that's something we could afford. And then if not, maybe we get them to donate one. Because I had no luck with dealing with the Ace Hardware in Lawrenceville. That's like a brick wall. They at least let me put up a poster.
I'll tell you, Brian, Bill, you'll probably be the only one to recognize this. Brian, you might, but the store manager for Decula is a Breedlove. You remember Breedlove?
The racers?
Yes.
Stock car, or no, drag racers?
No, it's the land speed record. Craig Breed. So, and it's his uncle.
Wow.
So, I thought it was
Cool.
wild.
Very cool. All right. Well, that's all I got.
All right. Bill, you got anything?
No, just like I said, I'll send a note to Lieutenant down at headquarters and get a contact up at the Gwinnett Post.
Okay. All right. Brian, anything?
Nope.
Custer, Lieutenant.
Good deal.
Yes, we-
Okay. June 16th. That happens,
Okay.
believe it or not, to be the third Tuesday in June.
Okay.
But so anyway, guys, thanks everybody.
Thank
All
you.
right. Have a good night, folks.
Do we want to wait for Pete?
uh,
All right. So unless I hear otherwise, we're talking 10 o'clock on Saturday at the Boy Scout building.
Yes, I will confirm with you by Friday.
Sounds good. Thanks.
Thanks.
all right.
Bye, Brian.
Bye. Good night.
Good night.